We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with COSM stock, COSM Holdings Inc. And as you can see there, these are the drawings that I drew out in the end of yesterday's video. And I left them there so we could see the indicators and how the charts reacted today. But COSM stock was not the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator at 1:15 p.m. and from that moment forward, outflows had already crossed the midpoint. They rejected again to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, receiving this clarity and edge and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with COSM, Cosmos Holdings Inc., hitting a dip area here, trying to come back up and fight back above 35 cents, which is a critical level that we've been watching. And we're also going to look at what the inflow versus outflow is showing. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the first home run was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bull indicator at 9:35 a.m. And from that moment forward, the inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. Our second home run, we caught this one in the pre-market, sitting sideways, and we were looking for this one to pick up with inflows, and they stayed above the midpoint, switched from red to green, full strength there on 42 vision, and hit a highest point of 90% plus, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts and know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with COSM, Cosmo Holdings Inc., bouncing back up, and I left the drawings here because we're going to pull up here what's going on in just a moment and show you guys what it is that I was breaking down. And you could see that we've done a full transition from the rip area back here on December 5th to the dip areas here on December 7th. Tried coming back up, and we've hit a dip area here between yesterday and today. And so far, we've hit dark green bars again. This is 42 vision for those of you coming across the channel for the first time. 42 vision allows us to see the dips to the rips and the rips to the dips. And we also use our bull and bear indicators as extra layers of confirmation. And you can now gain access to it as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. And the link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with COSM stock, Cosmos Holdings Inc. And yesterday we were watching as these inflows were trying to come back up here into the after hours, and these outflows were slowing down, and we wanted to see it come back up and also cross over like it did today. And you could see here, we wanted this to hold support and bounce up higher. It didn't do that. It continued lower, and now it's bouncing back up, trying to cancel that drop. And here we are, and we were looking for this bear indicator to get canceled for inflows to pick up, and it didn't happen exactly as we wanted it to, right? But here it is trying to push back up, and it got a bull indicator here on the 30 minutes. So we need to talk about what's going on here. I'm going to remove these drawings here to go ahead and look at things from today's perspective, right? That was based off what we were breaking down from yesterday's support and resistance. And I'm going to share with you guys what I'm looking at going into Monday. So here we are under a bull indicator, cancel that bear indicator here on the 30-minute. You could see those inflows picking back up. They cross back over, and now they're slowly slowing down. Even though we're above it though, it's a slight slowdown, but it is a lot higher than the previous inflows that we've seen at 0.05. Some of the highest points that we've reached back here on December 2nd and the 5th was 0.09 and also 0.13. So based off the history of the chart, it has room to go higher if these inflows continue to push up higher based off what we saw, but not guaranteed. But we do not want to go ahead and overlook that, right? So here we are on the 15-minute, trying to bring itself back up under a bull indicator here since 27 cents. But look how close these outflows are getting, guys. This is going to be critical because the moment it crosses down, it could quickly start to reflect into the chart, and it could affect the 30-minute as well. So I'm going to be watching if this can actually find some support here, even if it pulls back a little bit and bounce back up, right? The slight pullback before the next bull run, as I like to call it. And here we are with the inflow still above, and we want this to go back towards green and push up away from the midpoint and hold strong with that bull indicator. That's going to be critical on how it could impact the further strength here on the 30-minute to start that staircase effect and start pushing up even higher and giving more strength here to these inflows, as inflows have even hit highs here of 0.33, but that was way back in November, right? So there's possibilities of inflows going higher, not guaranteed, but we do not want to overlook that based off the charts, right? So here we are fighting above 35. I've always stated that is a key level that we want to stay above, and here we are with the 1 hour as well, getting really close here, and these inflows need to start pushing up higher. If we can get the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the 1 hour pushing upwards and get the 1 hour to cancel out this bear indicator and continue these transitions from white with red borders to red with green borders to dark green, right? Like we saw right here, get a bull indicator in the process, further strength on the inflows, it could start reflecting pretty quickly into the charts. So the key levels that I'm watching here, obviously we want to stay above 30 cents, and to the upside, we want to go ahead and break back above 40 cents. And if 40 cents can be used as support and try to bounce off of that, then the next level of resistance above that will be 45 to the 50 cent area, and it will get us back above where that bear indicator popped up here on December 8th at around 42 to 45 cents. So that's going to be critical here in the next few days going into next week. We want these inflows to stay above, not cross back down, and specifically I'm going to be watching within the volatility the 15-minute, as it's really close there to the midpoint. Now here we are in the stock in the 30 cent area, but a lot of people have been talking about in my previous videos, the most recent ones, what is it that I'm talking about the CEO? If you've been tracking my videos and you've been watching in the past, we caught the date that the CEO exactly filed on November 28th. I did a video that same exact day, and you see it popping up here on the screen, the purchase that he made, and it made the stock go higher, and 88 cents was the resistance we were watching. If we rejected that, we needed to watch that carefully, and we reached 88 cents. And we rejected twice, 85 cents, and since then, the stock has had trouble going in a constant upward trend, if not downward, right? It has had its pops here and there, and it's the volatility, but a lot of people are speculating that it could try to retest those highs or even $1 so that it could stay listed. Keep in mind, it is a penny stock, and the longer it stays below $1, the higher the chances of a possibility of a reverse split to not get delisted. And that's what I've talked about in previous videos, that at the time it seemed euphoric because the 12-cent average, as you see it popping up on the screen, that's what he purchased a month before in October, and then at these highs at 62 cents in November, near that area, he purchased as well. So that's where it got really interesting, that he averaged up and things went higher, and since then it's been slowing down. Because one thing that I started noticing way back here on November 30th and on December 1st, and I was like, why is it falling so fast? Well, there was actually some reasoning behind why a CEO would purchase so much if the stock is at risk of reverse splitting. And again, this is my opinion and perspective alone, not financial advice, and I could be completely wrong, but I believe he's purchasing more shares to have more purchasing voting power. So just in case the reverse split vote needs to happen, he has a lot more say in his voting power. That's just my opinion. No CEO wants to see their company get delisted because it did not reverse split. Now, another thing too to keep in mind is that 12-cent average to the 60-cent average, everything in between that is average, just assuming based off those two positions. He may have others, but just based off those two positions, falls any average between 25 cents all the way up to 40 cents, 50 cents. That's something to keep in mind as well. Here, as 62 cents may act like a magnet, but there may be something holding up the stock from going much lower based off his averages. Again, this is all speculation and my personal opinion and perspective of what I'm seeing and how the math adds up of how many shares he bought for 12 cents and 62 cents and why he would do that and why the stock is falling when he was purchasing so much. Or this right now is just speculation, overreaction, and he knows something, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is happening here as it's pulling back, and he knows something we don't, or it comes right back to it that this may reverse split and he needs more voting power. We shall see. Time will tell. But right now, the stock is back over the midpoint, trying to push up higher. I shared with you the key levels I'm watching. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.